Alright, hey guys, it's Harrison here, and I know what you're thinking. Where's the nice background? Where's the water? Where's everything? It's getting a little too windy, so I thought I'd give your ears a little bit of a break and film inside for once. So today, I wanted to do a video on a question that I got on Tumblr. So I think the question that I received is very relevant. It was relevant for my life. I went through the exact same thing. Identified as gay before I came out as trans. Identify as a straight trans man. So it was a really big disconnect for me to start dating women as a gay woman and dating women as a trans man. So the question that I got was, "Hi Harrison, I'm a huge fan and I was wondering if I might put in a request for a YouTube video." You got it. "On how you handled coming out as trans while being in a relationship and if things were the same after. I'm going through something similar and I'm currently out as a gay woman, but I think I might be trans." Yeah, so I identified as gay from 13 to 18 before I came out as trans. No, I think I came out as trans when I was 19, so 13 to 19 I identified as gay. And so I definitely have dealt with that. So I'm currently dating someone named Carly, if you don't know her. She's in a few of my videos, so go ahead and check those out. And I identified as trans before we started dating, so I never really had to deal with coming out to her. She already knew and viewed me as a man the entirety of our relationship from start to now. So that's lucky, but that wasn't always the case. That wasn't always the case for me. So before I dated Carly, I dated somebody in college. So I came out as trans my second year of university, and I was dating somebody at the time that I came out. So when we first started dating, the whole thing, she didn't identify as gay, and I don't really know what she identifies as now. But I was the first girl that she ever dated, and that was like a big thing in our relationship, that I was the first girl. But obviously I don't identify as a girl and I'm not a girl, so I soon became the first trans man that she dated. And that was scary. It was scary for her, I think. She called me Haley, like said she, her, everything, like saw me as a bona fide woman. And then I switched it up on her. So I don't blame her for feeling uncomfortable because she didn't go into the relationship preparing herself for that, and that's a tough thing to do. So I changed my name to Harrison, but my nickname was Harry, so Haley to Harry. It was an easy transition, and that was something that she did. As the relationship went on for the first little bit, she voiced her deep fear of me changing, and me looking different, me sounding different, me being different, and was really scared about what the hormones would do to me. And those are legitimate fears, and I do not hold that against her at all. And that's not wrong. But what was wrong was the fact that she asked me not to transition. And that was definitely something that I had never dealt with before in a partner. And it's a very weird thing. When you're dating somebody, you want to make them happy. You want to put them before you at all times, but there are some points when putting somebody before you is actually very toxic and not good for your mental health. And that is something, asking somebody not to do something that is pivotal and that's so necessary for their happiness and their mental stability, that's not okay. And she asked me to do that, and I was like, okay, well, this is my first probably real girlfriend, and I thought that I was in love. So I thought that I could live my life as a woman, as I had been a gay woman. I was thinking, okay, maybe I could be like Ellen DeGeneres. Like, she has short hair, she rocks it, she is cool, like, is her own thing. So I was like, okay, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could live my life like this. I did that for a little while, but I became absolutely miserable. And I lost myself in my relationship. I totally lost my identity, and it was very bad. So I told her, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is not me. You either need to accept that I'm a trans man, or we need to move on. So ultimately we decided to stay together, but there were definitely a few red flags that I should have realized at the beginning, that this relationship was not gonna work and this person was not meant for me. I started to make excuses for her, being like, okay, well, this is probably really hard for her. I'm the one that's in the wrong. I'm the one that's putting her in this position, and she's reacting okay. That's not okay. You should never ask somebody to change, and you should never be with somebody if you don't think that you can handle what they are going to become, who they are, and if you want to change that big of an aspect about somebody, they're probably not meant for you, and you should not pursue it. and I should have known too. So there was one big moment where I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. This person does not view me the way that I want to be viewed, does not treat me with the respect that I deserve, and I'm going to have to move on from this. And we were dating definitely over a year and a half at this point. So it was like not at the beginning where it was like, okay, I'll cut her some slack, like this is just an adjustment period. This was where I had been out. I'd been identifying as a trans man for a long time. And I remember we were in the car and she was talking to a family member and was like, hey, I'm just with Haley. I'll call you back. And I was like, did you just say Haley? Did you just call me Haley? And it was like, I was like, this is bad. I was like, this is terrible. I was like, I can't believe you just did that. Like, this is ridiculous. It wasn't that. It was the logic that she had behind her saying my birth name to her family. That she didn't want to make her family feel uncomfortable because they weren't very comfortable. It was the fact that she put her family's comfort before my comfort. And I think as a partner, you have to put your partner's needs first, always. She didn't do that. And I was like, okay, well, if she can't even stand up for me about my chosen name, how am I ever going to have her stand up for me when I make all these changes? This is not gonna work. I needed to search for a partner that wasn't just loving me for who I was now, but who I am going to become. And I think that that's a really tough thing for trans people to go through. But you will find that person. You will find somebody that loves you for who you are and who you will be. You just have to keep looking and do not settle for a toxic relationship. Do not change yourself to have a partner. That person is not meant for you if you have to change yourself for that. But now I'm with somebody who loves me for who I am. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to find that. The first time I ever found that, I was 23 years old. So hang in there. If you're just starting to come out, if you're just starting to get into the dating scene. It might take a while, but it's worth the wait. So all the best to you, Anonymous. I hope that this helped with your question. But anyways, a little bit of a dark video, but I think it was necessary. I think it was a really great question that a lot of people probably have a lot in common with and can really connect to. So I hope this helped. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please keep the questions coming. I really love to hear from you guys. But anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care.